Hari Om, Bhagavad Gita, Moksha Sanyasa Yoga, chapter 18, verse 2. In the last verse, Arjuna asked a question to Bhagwan Krishna. He wanted to understand. A Keshi Nishudana, wonderful uh, name of Bhagwan Krishna, controller of mind, according to me. A Keshi Nishudana, please tell me what is sannyasa and what is Thyaga. Bhagavan starts answering his question. Verse 2. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Kamyanam Karmanam Nyasam Sanyasam Kavayo Viduhu Sarva Karma Palatyagam Pragutyagam Vichakshanaha. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says there are 5 types of karmas: Nitya Karma, Naimittika Karma, Kamya Karma, Nishita Karma, and Prayaschitta Karma. 5 types of karmas. What is Nitya Karma? Mandatory duty, like Sandhya Vandana or daily prayer. Daily morning, at least one sloka you must recite. Otherwise, what is this nonsense life we are leading? Or Sandhya Vandana for those to whom it is prescribed. You must do it. That is Nitya Karma. Naimittika Karma. That is, this is again a mandatory duty. Nitya Karma is also a mandatory duty. Naimittika Karma is also a mandatory duty. It is like Amavasa Tarpana. That is, new moon day. You offer Tarpana for your dead ancestors. Or annual Shraddha or ceremony for parents. You must do it. You cannot miss it. Even foreigners do it. On the death day, they go to the burial ground and offer some type of private prayer. That is mandatory. Third is Kamya Karma. It is optional. It is not mandatory. You can do it. You need not do it. It may be for Putra Kameshti Yaga. Dasaratha did it for getting son. He got Rama, Bhagwan Rama. Some people do Kubera Yaga for wealth. So this is optional. Kamya Karma is optional. You can do it or you need not do it. Then Nishida Karma. Nishida Karma is completely prohibited. You should not do it. What you do it, what you can or you need not do it, what you should not do it. Everything is prescribed in the Vedas. Nishita Karma is one which you should not do it. Himsam na kuryat. That is, do not hurt. Then fifth is Prayaschitta Karma. Prayaschitta Karma is repenting for the wrong actions done in the past. If you have consciousness, whatever wrong actions you do, it will come back and prick your heart. Hey, you idiot, you did this. You did this wrong. It will not allow you to sleep if you have consciousness. Naturally, you won't be able to sleep, you won't be able to eat. That is actually a correction mechanism, according to me. This has not been said by Swami Dayananda Saraswati. I think it's a correction mechanism. It will come and haunt you, the mistakes you committed. So repenting for the wrong actions done in the past, that is the Prayaschitta Karma, repenting and doing good. Even though Nitya and Naimittika karmas can be performed, keeping result in view, that is Punya, or they can be done for Antakarna Suddhi. You don't expect Punya. If it is done for Antakarna Shuddhi, then it is not a Kamya Karma. If you drop Kamya Karmas and do only Nitya and Naimittika karmas for Antakarna Shuddhi, that is renunciation, Nyasa. So you don't have any Kamya Karmas, you don't desire anything. Nitya and Naimittika karmas also you perform, but you don't expect Punya. You are doing it for your Antakarana Suddhi, purification of mind. Then it is renunciation, Nyasa. What is Sanyasa? Sannyasa is Giving up even nitya naimittika karmas is sannyasa. You don't even do it. Generally, in a society, what is to be done, if it is not done, then it will create problems for the society. Suppose if an army officer refuses to secure the border, that is his duty. He has to secure the border of the country. Naturally, it will create problems for the society. So there are two types of sannyasas. One is vividisha sannyasa and another is sarva karma sannyasa. In vividisha sannyasa, one has to go to a teacher, and the teacher, after fully getting satisfied about the disciple that he is fit for sannyasa, gives him sannyasa. So you cannot take it on your own. You have to go to a teacher. Teacher will first understand whether you are really fit for that knowledge or that sannyasa. Then, after satisfying himself, yes, you are fit for sannyasa, he releases you from nitya naimittika karmas and also kamya karmas. How do we know that this is sannyasa? This type of sannyasa is also sannyasa. Because Krishna says, Kavayo viduhu. The Kavis says so. Kavis are sages. They know the Shastras. They are the Shastranyas. So a wise person, they are Dirgadarsis. They see things clearly. So they accept that this type of sannyasa is sannyasa. That is non-performance of nitya naimittika karmas and karmic karmas is sannyasa. Real sannyasa is different. It is sarva karma sannyasa, which is purely knowledge, that is the attitude that I perform no action. Whatever I do, it is only Bhagwan's will I am carrying out. I am an instrument in the hands of Bhagwan Krishna. That is sarva karma sannyasa. What is Thyaga? Vichakshanas say, that is what Bhagwan says. Pragustyagam vichakshanaha. Vichakshanas, the wise people, say Thyaga is renunciation of results of actions. That is sarva karma phala Thyaga. Here karmas are performed for anthakarana shuddhi, not for punya. Generally karmas are performed with a result in view. You want something, that is why you perform an action. It could even be punya. Today if I do good, tomorrow this good will give me punya, and in a later point in time it will help me. Maybe I will get money, maybe I will get a promotion, etc. Either it will be done in this janma, or that punya will materialize in the next janma. That is the thinking. But when karmas are performed for anthakarana shuddhi alone, it is not considered as karma phala, but as karma phala tyaga. There is no phala kept in view, neither heaven nor security, nor any form of pleasure. You don't take anything, you don't expect anything. Your aim is only moksha. Hence, Thyaga is doing karmas for anthakarana shuddhi without expecting any result. You perform nitya naimittika karmas and you don't expect anything in return. Only for purifying your mind, you do it. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, although one has given up all the karma phalas, you do it for anthakarana shuddhi alone, but still the karma phala will be there in the form of punya. Because if you do any action, there will definitely be a result for that action. So even though you don't want karma phala, even though you don't want punya, punya will automatically come. Even if one performs nitya naimittika karmas for anthakarana shuddhi, still karma phala in the form of punya will still be there. So for everybody, including Karma Yogi, except Jnani, Karma Bala is there. It will definitely come. For a Karma Yogi, the karma done by him will be predominant because they are spiritual. In the next birth, oh, it is not sure whether you become a sannyasi or not. But in the next birth, you will have a head start because you already Bhagwan Krishna said, don't worry, because that was the question of Arjuna. What will happen suddenly if somebody dies? So will he has to start from LKG onwards. No, no. Bhagwan said, no. From wherever you left, you will begin from there. That is what Bhagwan said. So he will have start from there. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, this is one important thing, life man thing. This is very, very important. So he says, Swamiji says, if you are in a bad time in the material world, then it is a good time for you in the spiritual world. It is a period where you can look at yourself. If you have time to look at yourself, the leisure is the greatest luxury one can have. Because otherwise, what will happen? I want money. I want to buy one more house, one more farmhouse, then foreign trip. Then I want to do this, etc., etc. Your mind will be going in that direction only. You will not have any time to look at yourself. So Swamiji says, if you are in bad time, then you don't worry about sit and worry about the bad times. It is a time to look at yourself. Take it, it is a luxury given by Bhagwan Krishna. That is what Swamiji says. Swami Chinmayananda says, renunciation means totally giving up all desire prompted activities. Abandonment means giving up of all anxieties for enjoying the fruits of action. I need to repeat it again. Renunciation means totally giving up all desire prompted activities. You don't even start any activity. Abandonment means giving up of all anxieties for enjoying the fruits of actions. All desires are always for the fruits of actions. If I have a desire, so suppose I want something, naturally I know what is going to be the result. Expecting that result only, I will desire something and start the work. So renouncing desire prompted activity and renouncing anxiety for the fruits may look same. Some similarity will be there, but they are different. Tyaga is different from sannyasa. You have to be very, very careful. Otherwise, you will miss the point. I am telling myself, not for others. Because daily reading Bhagavad Gita is for myself, not for others. So I have to be very, very careful. Otherwise, I will miss the point. Action is the signature of life. No one can escape action. Bhagwan Krishna already said, no one can remain without action even for a moment. Because even breathing is action. Sleeping is action. Sitting idle is action. Desire is the impulse behind every action. With ego at its root. Ego is the root. Consequently, all actions revolve around the deep-seated notion. I am doing. I did it. I am. I am. I. It is this sense of agency which must be given up for sannyasa. It begets subtle impressions, that is vasanas. It will get impressed in the mind. When we recognize that no action is possible without the vitalizing presence of pure consciousness, again, very, very careful. No action is possible by any individual without the presence of consciousness. The real self, Bhagwan Krishna, who is sitting in the heart. Where is the question of egocentric vanity in action?
You cannot perform anything without the current. No, the mixie cannot say no, no. I will do. I will crush everything. Fridge cannot say no, no. I will chill everything. Current will smile without my presence. Where is the question of you people working? Similarly, without the presence of Bhagwan Krishna, where is the question of anybody doing any work? All said and done. For all of us, I do mentality exists, which is the cause of needless attachments and encumbrances. Action is an effort. Put again, Swami Chinmay, all these are said by Swami Chinmay. Action is an effort put forth in the present. Action performed now will after some time result in fruits of action. You plant a mango tree, you have to wait for some time, mangoes will come. That is the fruits. A desireless action belongs to the present. The anxiety to enjoy the fruit at a future period of time. So action comes first, fruit comes later, after some time. Desires bring restless of mind, agitation of mind. You desire something, naturally mind gets agitated. Deeper the desire, greater the amount of dissipation of energy. A dissipated man cannot execute any piece of work with efficiency and enthusiasm. Further, desire is always ordered by ego. Elimination of ego is sublimation of individuality. The more the individuality is sublimed, you reduce the ego, the more the individual climbs from the lower realms of consciousness to the universal awareness. The moment you reduce the ego, you go towards Bhagwan Krishna. The more the ego, Bhagwan Krishna will become small. Once the ego is sublimated, the individual no more dances to the tune of the vasanas. He becomes an instrument in the hands of Bhagwan Krishna. Then the actions performed become inspired actions. Therefore, renunciation of desire ridden, egocentric actions are called sannyasa. So, this is sannyasa. Again, I repeat, renunciation of desire ridden, egocentric actions are called sannyasa. But for 99.999999999%, it is almost impossible to get rid of the ego. It is impossible. Ego is there. Even for sannyasis, it will be there. Bhagavan gives an easier formula, that is for abandonment of fruits of actions. Immediately, I do mentality will not go. So I have to give you an alternative. What is the alternative? Abandonment of fruits of actions. Reward of actions belongs to the future. Future is always unknown. If future is known, life will be boring. Future is always unknown. Fruit of action is equal to formula. What is the formula? Fruit of action is equal to action plus time. Some time you have to give. The action to materialize into a fruit, you have to give some time. The tragedy of life becomes complete if a desire ridden individual comes under the endless persecution of anxiety to enjoy the fruits of actions. Anxiety comes. The moment you start an action, immediately you think about the result. Fruits of action always belong to the future. It always depends on the quality and quantity of action performed in the present and the circumstances. Again, this is a very, very important thing. The fruit of action always depends on the quality, quantity of action performed in the present, what you do now. Unless one works in the spirit of Thyaga, that is renouncing the anxiety for the fruits of actions, one will not be able to work with full efficiency in the present. What will happen when I take up a case? I'm a lawyer. Oh my God, this fellow will give me this much money or not? Will the judge allow my case or not? What will happen if it is dismissed? Oh, this fellow will run away, he will not pay me the fees. Something like this, thinking about the future. If I start the work, naturally, if one were to become anxious about the fruits of action, that is, whether I will succeed or not, I don't know what will happen, how the public will think about me. If you think about like that, the action will not get the desired attention. The quality of our work will definitely suffer. Naturally, the fruit of that work will be bad, irrespective of what the work is. No matter what the obstacles are, Bhagavan insists one has to work with total dedication and in a spirit of surrender. That is Thyaga. You have to work, whatever be the nature of it, whatever be the obstacles you face, whatever be the challenges are there. You give full attention to the work on hand. All of us have to think on this. Are we doing it? If you give full attention, if the quality of work is there, naturally the result will has to come. Even Swami Vivekananda said, if the means are perfect, the end has to be perfect. There cannot be a question of it will become wrong. With this mental attitude, if the work is carried out, it trains the seeker in the art of self surrender. It will help you in discarding the ego. So, sannyasa is not relinquishment of world and action. You don't run away from the world, you don't run away from the action. You perform action, you sit in this world, but it is a mental attitude towards the work. Hence, Bhagwan Krishna says, sages say, sannyasa is renunciation of work. That is, I do, that is, I do mentality should not be there. I do this one. That mentality should not be there. But you work. That is sannyasa. Wise people say Thyaga is abandonment of the fruits of all actions. So Thyaga helps you to attain sannyasa. That is the point. Again, verse 2.
Shri Bhagavanuvacha Kamyanam Karmanam Nyasam Sanyasam Kavayo Vidugo Sarva Karma Palatyagam Pragutyagam Vichakshanagam. Next verse tomorrow. Arihom Sarvam Krishnarpnamastu. Narayana 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 Narayana